The grind doesn't stop. Today I'm still trying to get my own OG hypershift, so I'm going to be trying to trade for red 4 and blue 4. Anyways, here's the new fall map. It looks very nice. Also, we have the new season 18. Seems pretty fun, and I have been grinding for it, so when I get the vehicle, maybe I'll do a video on it. If you saw my last video, you know that I traded for Diamond 4, so I have started grinding that. The new group robbery system actually makes grinding a little bit slower, but I think the jewelry store will be pretty fast for me, so I might have Diamond 5 by next week. We'll just have to see how that goes, but today I'm going to be trading. That's right, this is going to be a trade montage. My goal is to get blue 4 and red 4. I already know I'm going to have to overpay, so I'm going to have to start grinding trading now. Since I haven't traded in like 4 months, I wanted to start off with some smaller trades so I wouldn't make any mistakes. Here I'm paying like 2 mil for Poseidon and 2 mil for Concept. That's pretty good. And here I'm just getting a free Eclair, so that's 500k for free. And actually I find trades like this all the time, so something you should never miss. If anyone's willing to overpay, always take it. Usually their sign will say 1 million ads, they're looking for a specific one. And this is the same thing, another 500k value for free. I always take that. I don't know why I wouldn't. And this next trade looks like a terrible trade for me. I'm basically giving Pixel for free, but actually this Goliath is my old OG one. I got it before I even started YouTube. Here I'm paying 2.6 mil for Concept. I always buy it if I can get it under 3 mil, because usually I can sell Concept for at least 1 mils. This is one of the main ways I build value in my inventory. Also, I can get weird trades for Concept like this. The way I see this trade, Block C is worth Pixel, Star Wing is worth Pixel, and Dual Flags is worth gold. Almost double value, I would say. And here I sell the Block C for Aperture. I feel like Aperture gets around gold value right now. And this trade isn't the best, but I had 5 Concepts, and getting hyper level 1s at 500,000 is usually a good deal. It might take a while, but I can sell the hyper 1s for 1 mil each. Here I got Jackrabbit for 500,000 or less. They should get at least 1 mil to 1.5 mil. Again, I'm buying hyper level 1s at 500,000 value. Hyper 1s are good to have because they can help equal trades. Here I bought Orange 3. I feel like it should get at least 10 to 12 million, so this is not the worst deal. It might be kind of low demand, we'll just have to see. I've been seeing Power 1 still going for around 5 million, so I bought it for Shogun, which I think is worth like 2.5 mil. Good W, I would say. Then I was able to sell the Power 1 for around $7.5 million. Great profit, even though Bruley is low demand right now. Let's do the math on this. 1 mil for Sloop, 666,000 for Crowned for 2.5 million. Easy W. Airtail gets like 1.5 to 2 mil, so this is an easy W right here as well. I don't know why I find these trades, they're very lucky. Then I flipped the Airtail for almost double value for an Aperture. That is really good. I don't remember what I paid for the Hyper Red, but I think this is a very good deal for it. I'm getting like 4 to 4.5 million for the Hyper Red too. That's pretty good. And here, since I was able to match the Volt and Hyper with him, I was literally giving Tiny Toy for a Concept. That's 2.5 million for Tiny Toy. That's insane. Here I sold a Hyper Orange level 2. I think this is a really good offer, at least 2.5 mil. And this is a weird looking trade, but basically I'm giving Roadster for Hyper Red. That's an easy W. Red has good demand as well. I've been seeing Mac get crazy overpay, so I got myself an extra one with a Parisian, which I think Parisians are worth around gold value, so W. This trade is pretty much fair, but since I'm giving Hyper Orange level 2, I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of hard to get good offers on Hyper Orange too. Here's a good price on Bruley. Obviously it has low demand, but I don't think its value has really dropped at all. Some people say it's 8 million, but honestly I don't believe that it's going to drop to 8 million. It still gets good overpay like this whenever you downgrade it. The only downside is you're not getting good demand items. And then this trade, I feel really bad, but the guy wanted the Hyper 1s. I asked him if he wanted anything else, and he didn't want anything, so I feel bad, but I'm not going to say no. And here I got Pixel for Megalodon. That's probably the most value it can get. My math on this says that I'm getting around 1.5 mil for Shell Classic. That's pretty good, I would say. I usually buy Shell at 1 million. So anytime you see Shell Classic for a 1 mil, it's usually worth it. You can get at least 1.5, I would say. After making a bunch of small trades, I felt pretty confident. I started learning the values again. I found out that Torpedo is actually dropping a lot. People say it's worth 40 to 45 million. Also, the higher demand cars like Icebreaker, Beam, and other cars like Bagnet and Celsior, they're all rising. The values seem really messed up right now. I think they're in a transitioning period. We'll just have to see what they settle at. But here's the trades that I found for Hyper Red and Hyper Blue. I was having a lot of trouble with this torpedo since it was low demand, so I swapped it for an Icebreaker. I feel like this is a decent trade now. Then with that Icebreaker, I was able to get Hyper Blue level 4. I'm paying around 110 million, I think. Definitely overpay, but I'm happy to get the Hyper Blue finally. And for the Red 4, bruh, I paid so much. Literally like 150 million almost. I was having the worst time finding people with Red 4, and anytime I found someone, they were always like, oh, your items are low demand, I don't want Torpedo Brûlée. Anyways, I finally found it. I bought Red 4 for a lot of money, so now I have both Red 4 and Blue 4. So here's my inventory now. I have my 5 level 5s, and then I have these 3 level 4s that I need to finish now. Should be pretty easy. I just need to do 1,500 robberies for each of these level 4s, give or take. And honestly, my goal is to get the OG Hypershift by the end of 2023. The only real downside to buying those level 4s is now I don't have every item. I'm missing cars. Obviously, I'm missing the Leah, you can't get that. And then the new Longhorn, I'm going to get that later. But besides that, I'm missing Bagnet, Beam Hybrid, M12, and also Torpedo. A lot of high value cars that I'm going to have to grind back. Eventually, I'll grind and get all these items back so I have every tradable item. I'm also missing thrusters, which I know is going to be hard to find for a good price. Anyway, now that I'm set up, I'm going to grind the hyper level 4s to get those to level 5, and then after that I might trade back and try to get all my stuff back. So if you want to see me get OG Hypershift before the end of 2023, make sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to be posting more videos on this. I think Hyper Diamond will be next. But besides that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Also, you might notice I've had better graphics in these past few videos. That's because I got a new computer. I'm so glad I finally upgraded it, and I just want to thank you guys all for your support.